Cabotage is the name given to the transportation of goods or passengers between two places in the same country by transport operators from another country. Over the years, each country has sought to protect its citizens by restricting participation in key sectors of the economy. The purpose of the cabotage rule is to protect the domestic industry from the foreign competitors. Cabotage tax in Nigeria is a 2% cabotage levy that is applicable to vessels cost of all vessels operating within Nigerian coastal and inland waterways. This levy is deducted at source. The four pillars of cabotage are: cabotage vessel must be only owned by Nigerian citizen. Cabotage vessel must be manned by Nigerian citizen. Cabotage vessel must be registered by Nigerians. Cabotage vessel must be built by Nigerian shipyard. In this interview with Seabed and Bunkers Communication TV, a maritime consultant for the Francis Omotosho questioned the Nigerian Maritime Administrative and Safety Agency NIMASA on why they have not been able to procure a vessel for Nigeria, despite the huge amount collected so far.
My name is Forwarder Francis Omotosho. I'm a maritime consultant, the lead consultant of Francis Omotosho and Associates. At least I've been in the industry for the past 2 decades. I've seen a lot. I've also tried to also contribute my own quota to the development of the Nigerian maritime industry. So the industry has evolved, and over time, for the past 2-3 decades now, the industry, maritime industry, have been a very good, tremendous changes, tremendous and very, very important changes have taken place. Look at industry manned by the apex maritime body, NIMASA, Nigerian Port Authority, that is the port technical regulator, the Shippers Council, Nigeria Shippers Council, which is the port economic regulator, Nigeria Railway Corporations, Nigeria Export Promotion Council, Nigeria Customs Service, and a host of other agencies that have been up and doing. The Council for Regulation of Freight Forwarding is also there in the field of game of maritime practices in Nigeria. So a lot of practitioners too have contributed a lot. So many voices have contributed to the changes we've had so far in the industry for the past 20, 30 years now. We've had series of legal tussles, series of legislative changes to harm and upgrade some of these agencies. Even up to this year, this moment, we still have some of the agencies trying to upgrade or kind of add more to their workload. They have been able to go to the National Assembly to seek for the audience of the honorable members and for them to pass the law to upgrade their status, all in order to add more to their objectives, their roles and functions, also to shape the industry altogether. So far so good. The industry for the past 30 years has been a wonderful, scenario. But the fact remains that we're not getting it right. Nigeria is not yet there in terms of maritime domain. Our maritime domain is still very, very at infancy stage, let me put it that way. We have not actually got there because even though we have so many legislative acts being sponsored and we put in place to shape the industry to the finest, yet most of these agencies and most of the practitioners are not willing to comply, and even the agencies are not even ready to shape the industry as it were, in line with the legislations made so far. And you would agree with me that we are just where we are because we've not been able to tell ourselves the truth and be able to.
While laying emphasis on the core functions of NIMASA, which is to pursue the development of shipping and regulatory matters relating to merchant shipping and seafarers, the consultant said. Still on the function, the agency is yet to implement some of the policies made by the federal government.
What the NIMASA is not doing right is this: they are making money from maritime, from practitioners, from who? Vessel owners who carry all this cargo to Nigeria. So when they bring cargo to Nigeria, you collect 1% from the total freight collected. Then why is it not possible for you to buy a ship for your own country, to carry that same cargo, collect the freight in the pocket of the Nigerian shipping practitioners, indigenous shipping practitioners, and collect 3% from them? We have enough money in our reserve, in the foreign reserve account. We will not be talking about dollar rate going up and going up down here in this country. So the NIMASA have failed. Whatever they are doing now, without going back to the fundamental of giving this country nothing less than 3 to 5 ship vessels, they are doing nothing. Quote me. Whatever jamboree they are doing with the honorable minister is rubbish. Nothing without the vessel in this country. But it suits them to collect 3% from other ship owners who took pains to buy ship, bring cargo into this country. Then you collect 3% and you swallow that money. And you don't see anything good to replicate that in your own country. That gesture. Look at it. Get 2-3 vessels. Share in the cargo. There was a time we have cargo sharing formula. 40-40-20. UNCTAD code 40-40-20. You go into a country to carry cargo, the country is coming to carry cargo from you. You have right, whenever you go to that country also, to carry 40%. The country ship flag also have right to carry 40%. The intermediate currency that you are going to pass through, that is in line, we also have right to carry 20% of that cargo. How will it be to have such huge amount of foreign currency lodged in the domiciliary account of those shipping practitioners? Naira, dollar will be a thing of the past. So the jamboree of we are doing this, we are the seafarer this, we are all the training of, how many of them have gotten job? Where is the job? Who will employ them? Those who took pain to buy vessels, took pain to train their own, indigenous citizens. So we go out to go and bring another person's children, citizens, to come and man their vessel. It's not done. Check the cabotage law. It's strict. 4 cardinal points. Manned by Nigeria, operate by Nigerians, built in Nigeria or by Nigeria, as well as registered in Nigeria. The same way all over the world. Everybody must play in order to fetch money for their own citizen. So I don't see what they are doing. To me, whatever they are doing is jamboree. They are doing capacity building, they are doing whatever safety, prevention, control, marine pollution and all the rest, rescue and whatever. Those are side talks, those are side functions. The main function is to see to the bottom line of having a vessel for your country, manning the vessel. That is why you are administration, to administer that. So what are you administering when you cannot administer 1 ship, 2 ship, 3 ship for your own country? Whether private or public, organization. So if there is no proper shipping administration, whatever, forget about NIMASA. I don't see anything. All of that they are doing is just sharing money. That's why, like I told you, for the past how many years that I've been, following NIMASA, more than 8 of the Director General, immediately they finish their tenure, they will land in the court case. EFCC must grab them because they've stolen the money. The money we're supposed to use to buy vessel. So any other function, apart from the bottom line of having a vessel in the name of this country, for the seafarers, citizens, seafarers of this country to benefit, to work on that vessel, whatever they are doing is just jamboree. 3% of freight collected by NIMASA. Let's say a vessel from China is coming to Nigeria with about 2,000 boxes. Plus or minus $500, $600, $700 per one times 2,000 is running to almost 20-something million dollars. Now, with that amount, they will collect 3% of it. Do you know the 3% of it is a lot of money? Not just one vessel. You do know the throughput. Vessel throughput in this country. Vessels come to Apapa, to Tinkan, to Warri, to Port Harcourt. Every vessel that comes with international traded goods must pay that 3% on daily basis. On daily basis. Look at the number of vessels that will come in a month, in 12 months of the year. 3% of it, calculate it, my dear. To get my point, calculate it. Whatever the NIMASA, I repeat, whatever the NIMASA is doing that is out of them for the past, since 2000 and whatever, without having a vessel for this country is jamboree. It's nothing like setting up a new agency. Like I told you earlier, I re-emphasize, we've had series of legislative exercise from one heart to another heart, upgrading one heart to another upgrading in National Assembly, perfecting the objective, perfecting this and all the rest at the National Assembly. All these agencies, MP have gone for upgrading, for review and repeal of some of their acts, NIMASA, Shippers Council, name all of them. All in the name to shape the industry well. Do you get my point? But the bottom line of all those acts, none of them is doing it. Look at Shippers Council. They've gone again to repeal the act that established Nigeria's Shippers Council. To do what? To become another agency, which will be out of maritime domain. Shippers Council's new act that will repeal the old act is simply telling them to compete with consumer council. That's what they want to turn themselves to. They are going to compete with the Federal Consumer whatever Council of Nigeria. They have to go to the market now and look at how much is this importer selling this, how much is this, when you are supposed to be defending the importer, according to your former act. So sometimes we do something that we deliberate. Most of them as good scholars, most of those that are agitating for this new repeal of this act and all the rest, they understand all that. I don't know why they decide to go in that direction. Nigeria Shippers Council Bill Act was a perfect one, protecting the shippers. The shippers are simply the importers and exporters. Protecting them from paying much to anybody, both public organization, that's government and private organization. But now, they turn their bill to look at even attacking the importer and exporter now. They want to now be checking the importer and exporter, how much did you buy this? How much are you selling in the market? Without looking at the public government organizations. How much have they collected from those importers and exporters? So they have deviated totally. Do you get my point? They've deviated totally. So the NIMASA Act is intact. But the problem with the NIMASA is they are not implementing it, properly. The bottom line of the act. All this story you read on their website, all is just jamboree. The bottom line of NIMASA Act is to make sure to have a vessel for this country. Save us from the mess of exchange rate, high exchange rate.
Forwarder Francis Omotosho equally condemned the relocation of NIMASA headquarters to VI.
That is another disaster from NIMASA. I'm a shipping practitioner. In fact, the least thing is anytime I want to renew my license, or pay whatever dues or whatever. I go there, I go to number 4 Burma Road. Since the time they've taken most of all their department down to VI, because somebody, the former minister, wants to lease the house out or sell the house, he forced the former DG to buy it. The money that meant for all of us in this country. Yes, you bought the building is there, but it's not beneficial to practitioners. I have to take my car, buy fuel of about 15,000-20,000, go to VI more than 3, 4, 5 times before I could get the license renewed. Check out the loss of time, energy, and the cost. Meanwhile, I practice in a papa here. I could easily branch at 4 Burma Road, do whatever I'm going to say. If it's not ready, I go back to the port, I continue my business. I can easily make a call. Is it ready? I return back there. You cannot go to VI once it's 2 o'clock again. If you are in VI by 2 o'clock, you can't come back to Apapa, you leave. They are disrupting the shipping practice by taking the office, the headquarters of NIMASA, to VI. What is the VI doing? Is that where the port is? Is that what we need now? Look, one of the things that quenched NNSL was as a result of this kind of politics. Vessels will be at the ship side. Cargo owners will bring cargo. The captain, the master mariner, the pilot of the vessel is not around. The chief officer, the first mate, will be loading cargo. After loading, the captain has concubines everywhere in all the 36 states of this country. They will be calling him, Kapi, we are ready now. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, he hasn't come. The vessel is there because it's a federal government vessel. Nigeria Port Authority will not collect much money. It will come and start moving. Most of the cargo are perishable goods. At the time, most exporters don't even load on NNSL vessel again. They prefer foreign vessels who are ready to move their cargo at the right time. So they lost businesses. They could not maintain the vessel. The whole vessel went down the drain. The same thing in Nigerian Airways. When a general manager have access to over 10 tickets on a trip, he has girlfriends that will give ticket. Everybody will go on board on the aircraft, London, come back tomorrow. Free ticket. They destroy those fleet of aircraft. The same way they destroy the fleet of a vessel. Now, the same political game, you are taking the base of the NIMASA. Like I was saying, the same game, political game, you are playing politics with the destiny of the country, of citizens of this country. You force somebody to go and buy the house you want to sell in VI. The practitioners will be moving from Apapa, the base of the operation, to VI, another extinction. It doesn't have no correlation. There is no correlation at all. Once it is 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock in VI, you can't come back to Apapa. You rather leave and go your house. If you are in Apapa by 1:30, 2 o'clock, you can't go to VI. You will prefer to stay and do whatever, or you go to VI and close from there. And you will not even meet them. So, but if you are in the port, 12, 1, 2, 2:30, you can still rush back to 4 Burma Road, do what you want to do, get your receipt, get your payment invoice, and still move. And the operation will be facilitated, will be moving faster. I mean, smoothly, in a very smooth way. So, moving to VI is total destruction of operation. They are taking us backward. The better thing for the new DG Mubarola Award is to bring back everything back to Apapa for him to enjoy his reign. If not, he will get so many complaints. I'm very sure of that. I'm very sure of that. So that is an operation. It's not a welcome idea at all. So the bottom line is the NIMASA is to promote, is to regulate, and to administer public policy in the maritime industry. What is the promotion there? They are promoting, the promotion, is the advert up and down? The promotion is for us to have a vessel. It's to promote shipping practice. And to promote shipping practice requires you to have the real, core fundamental infrastructure, which is the vessel. Then you are promoting it. If you have vessel, you're going to have more importers, more exporters using that vessel. Citizens of this country, because it's going to be cheaper, no doubt about that. It will save us foreign exchange. If you promote shipping practice by having a vessel, seafarers that you train will get vessels to work on board. Labor will have more vessels to work on. You will create employment. Rather, you enjoy that sweet money from other foreigners who took pain to buy their own vessel, carry cargo for you to your own country, then you collect 3%. What makes all of them NIMASA in ties, all of them so-called DG, all of them so-called director, all of them so-called deputy director, better than that guru like MC Oluomo, who collect money on the road? Is there any difference? There's no difference. You are collecting 2% from vessels that come. MC Oluomo is collecting money from everybody that bought the bus. There is no difference. But go and look at MC Oluomo and his own quote-out, what they have done on the road. They bought buses. They partnered with Lagos State. They bought buses. BRT buses was sustained because of them. We're all enjoying it. Buses. But you call yourself so-called scholar, so-called World Maritime University graduate. All you know is to come down and become a Lumio champion on water and collect 3%. Why can't they turn that opportunity to work for this citizen, for the citizens of this country, by purchasing vessels with the money they've collected? But when you go there, we are doing this, we are doing that, we are doing that. Chronicles of functions that makes no meaning. Somebody went to build maritime training facility in the core north where there was no water. Where there is no water. I learned one riverine area, coastal area community wrote a petition against the NIMASA DG that they are supposed to build a skill acquisition center for them, to train them about freight forwarding, to train them about fishery, train them about all about blue economy, whatever. You did not do that. All in the name of capacity building and training. They have politicized everything. The problem of NIMASA is politics. There's no professionalism there. 90% of what they do in NIMASA is politics. Nothing like shipping practice, bread practices there. So forget about it. Until the day they come up with vessels in the name of Nigeria to lift cargo for citizens of this country, then I will know whoever is at the helm of affairs then is the only person that really do what the act of NIMASA speaks.
With the huge amount collected so far by the Nigerian Maritime and Safety Agency NIMASA, the big questions are, what have they been doing with the money? When exactly will NIMASA purchase at least a vessel in the maritime industry? Seabed and Broadcast Communications will answer these questions in the next edition. Joy Enamuna, Seabed TV.